What's going on, y'all? This is Derico Cherry coming at you from DericoCherry.com, and in today's short video, I'm going to be sharing with you how to master the invite process so you get more people showing up to your presentation. Okay, so inside network marketing, the invite is probably the most critical part of the process, of the recruiting process. You know, I don't care how good your product is, your service is, you know, how good you are with closing, how good you are with talking to people, whatever. If you don't master the invite process, people are never going to see your presentation, and what good is that? Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. So master the invite process. One of the key things that you want to remember is that you want to be in a hurry. You know, you want to come off as a busy person, because people are attracted to busy people. Okay, and one of the ways that you can do that is with a technique called a BIC, which is a breaking communication. And the way that works is, the purpose of the BIC, or the breaking communication, is to prevent you from talking too much, because once you start talking too much, you pretty much are going to shoot yourself in the foot, and people are not going to show up. They're going to be like, you know, what are you talking about? And you end up talking over yourself, and a lot of things like that happen. And even though you could sit there and explain the product or the compensation plan, you really don't want to do that. You want to let your company tools or some other media actually do the heavy lifting for you, because however you present that to someone is what they're going to think in their mind. You know, they have to do it. So, you know, even if you know your company presentation, like the front and back, they're going to be thinking, well, hey, you know, I probably can't do that, you know, or, you know, dang, do I have to remember all this stuff like this person did? So how you expose someone to your opportunity is how they're going to think they have to do it. So keep it simple, use the tools. So what I was talking about with the breaking communication, when you're prospecting someone, you pick up the phone, it's like, hey, Joe, you know, I'm really busy here. I got a conference call I got to jump on here in, you know, the next 5 minutes, but I wanted to give you a quick call to see, you know, if you got a few minutes to actually, you know, 7:15 or so, to actually check out a presentation. Is something very, very important that I need to show you. Okay. And the BIC, you know, more than likely that prospect is going to ask you, you know, well, what is it? And that's where your breaking communication saves your butt, because then you can just say, hey, look, you know, like I mentioned earlier, I got to go jump on this conference call. I got to go run and pick up the kids. You know, can you carve out some time? Okay. So use the BIC. Now, the next tip that I'll share with you, like I mentioned, you know, when you're giving out times, you want to use times like 7:15 or 6:15. And this is actually a tip that I actually learned here the other day, doing some of the training that I was going through. You know, professionals like to use time slots like that. And if you think about it, doctors actually use this too when they're scheduling an appointment. So, you know, next time you make a doctor's appointment or something, look at the time. You know, it's probably like 6:15, 6:30, you know, 2:30 or something along that line. Is never on the dot usually. So use 7:15 instead of 7 o'clock, right? So that's another tip for you. And if you want more people to show up to your presentation, invite more people, right? So, you know, be that busy person. Go ahead and invite more people. If you're doing a home party, if you want 10 people to show up, invite 20 people, right? It's just simple like that. You know, network marketing, prospecting is a numbers game. The more people that you can get exposed to your opportunity, the more chances that you have actually recruiting that next business partner or someone buying a product or a service from you as well. So, and another tip, and this will be the last one for you. When you're inviting people, like say if you're doing a home party, get people to bring something, right? A bag of ice, a pack of napkins, some plastic silverware or something, right? So when you know, if you're inviting Joe, say, hey, Joe, you know, we got the appointment for 7:15 today. Can you bring a bag of ice, you know, over with you, right? And that's like a psychological thing. Even though a small bag of ice costs you, you know, what, 89 cents or something, $1 or something. Now these people feel more obligated. They're like, you know, they feel like, you know, they're obligated. Well, I don't really want to say obligated, but they feel like, you know, hey, I got to bring this bag of ice. As weird as that may sound, you know, that's how people feel. Because I know me personally, if someone was to ask me, hey, Rico, bring a bag of ice over here with you, I'm going to be the ice man. You know, I'm going to make sure that I bring that bag of ice over there, because if not, if I show up there empty-handed or don't show it all, I'm going to be thinking like, dang, you know, those people is really counting on that ice. Strange as it may sound, you know, try it out. You know, it absolutely works. So I'm gonna give you a free resource here that you can check out. Thanks for staying with me here. At the bottom of this video is a link. It's a totally free training. It goes more into the actual prospecting and the skills that you actually need on actually how to recruit leaders and better people into your network marketing business. If you want to check that out, if you got some value from this video and you want to take it a step further, click the link right below this video. Go and check that out. And as always, feel free to leave me a comment, share this around if you got some value, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.